So if the majority of organizations are structured along functional areas, every department you will see, every organization will have accounting by itself, will have production by itself, will have sales by itself, a department called sales department, one called purchasing department, one called production. If you look around in the university, you will see exact same thing. But do they actually operate separately? The answer is no, because any business process requires coordination, requires communication, collaboration between the functions. Some information need to be communicated from one department to the next. So there has to be communication. Certain information must be exchanged, and there should be coordination between the different departments. Coordination means that when I receive an order, I have to reserve it in inventory right away. Inventory needs to package it and need to reserve shipping for it so that the shipping company can come and pick it up. As soon as I ship, accounting need to start working on charging the customer. So there has to be coordination. The steps cannot be done separately. We will see 3 ways for doing a process. Either we can do it paper-based, or we can do it by information systems that are in each department separately, or we can do it by enterprise systems. Now, when we go through all 3 processes, you will find that the last one is really the most efficient, and it takes the less time and less resources. So look at the paper base. The sales receive an order from the customer, and they create a sales order on a form. Now, you have to have someone who actually take that paper and take it to the warehouse. So there is some kind of a delay in there. First, in writing the order. So now, of course, we have the enterprise system. A customer enters the order himself or herself through the internet, and it's automatically saved to the system. Warehouse see it right away. So we don't have that delay. So there is no delay right now because we don't have to create the order. The customer creates the order. The second thing, we don't have to wait. It's in real time. The transmission, the exchange of information between sales and warehouse happens in real time. As soon as we hit enter or submit, then the warehouse can see. But with the paper, we wait and we send that order, and now they have to reserve the goods, and then they prepare it for shipping. So it takes another day, whoever is coming to make the packaging, and then they tell the shipping company, come and pick it up from us. So, and they also have to enter the form and say, okay, we have a release first, a request to release these products. And then when the shipping company comes, then they have to create another set of paperwork or forms. So again, we have delays. And then the information now needs to go to accounting. So a person takes that form, send it to accounting. Of course, there is a delay. Accounting realizes, okay, we have already shipped, so we need to send an invoice to the customer. And then they create their own paperwork. And they have to wait until the customer sends the payment. So when they receive the payment, they update the account for the customer. Again, a lot of delays in there, in that particular month. Of course, now when I get a paperwork from one department and I re-enter it, there is a chance that I will make mistakes. So apart from the delays, I may be inconsistent. So now a manager, the sales manager will have a lot of documents to look at, and there is inconsistency between one and the other, summarizing will become a big headache, and it will take a lot of time to go through all of these papers. So we have increased lead time and we have increased cycle time. The lead time is the time from when I order the raw material to when I can start production. Now I have to wait for the request to purchase or the purchase order to reach the vendor, and the vendor, if he or she are not using enterprise systems, so again their process will be delayed on their side, and then by the time they send me the raw material that I need and I can start production, there is a very long lead time. Now the cycle time is the time it takes now to actually produce your goods and to produce in order to send it to the customer. Now manufacturing will take time, but then also the process of selling, reserving the inventory, packaging, and charging the customer takes time. So companies, in order to avoid the lead time, they know that it will take a long time for them to receive the raw material. They end up having excess inventory. Why don't we hold huge amount of inventory in order to protect ourselves against delays in getting the raw material? So that's a big problem. The second problem is any manager cannot look at the whole process and understand where is the bottleneck, where is the delays, where do we need to improve. They don't have any visibility. You just get at the results, and everyone, if there is a problem, everyone will blame the other. You don't know where the actual problem are. It's not the same when we have enterprise systems and we can see how much time did every department spend in order to get the process going. So we don't have any visibility of the process with the paperwork. Come to think of it too, we cannot afford to have these delays anymore today. They are not justifiable with the information technology that we see around the world, with the internet and the globalization. You are not competing against people in Doha, you are competing against the world. So if you do not provide good service to the customer, good price, then customers will go somewhere else. So for example, if Doha is trying to provide tourism, if there is no excellent service and it is fast and it is high quality and it's at a good price, then people will go somewhere else, because again you are competing now against the world. So we have increased competition, and because there is increased competition, people try to get others out of the market by lowering their price. So you have to be better. You have to have low cost, and you have to rely on technology in order to speed up